Hello, hello, my wonderful collective. Welcome to my channel. This is me, Slavic. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective, I decided to do another reading for you. And let's take a look what messages the universe have for you today. What do you need to know in regards of your current situation? Let's begin. I will use runes. So let's take a look what runes have to say to you today in regards of your current situation. Let's see. Here's rune number 1. I'll also draw my runes as well. Message in regards of your current situation. We have the rune Ihwas, which is wonderful. And one more. Okay. All right. Let's open up this one as well. Okay, first one we have rune Ansus. Ansus is about it's about movement, insight, some sort of message, internal message, inspiration, signals, vision. In regards to vision, also signifies blessings, visions and blessings. Okay, this rune called Iwas, and it's a rune of strengths. And of course, that one is Thor, Thor, I suppose. Powerful messages. All of these rules are very powerful. And of course, today going to be a very important message. Once again, powerful message that you need to hear. So let's take a look what messages the rune have for you. What is that powerful message that the rune wants to deliver to you? Okay, let's take a look. What is that powerful message that my collective need to hear today? What is that message? What is that powerful message for my collective? First card, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, good. Second card, Nine of Cups. Very good. Third cup, Queen of Pentacles. Very good. So far, so good. And in the bottom of the deck, we have Hierophant. Message from the universe. Universe itself. So first of all, the message for you are Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, it's about progress. So if some of you, because I feel like you may have a feeling that things just not moving fast enough, right? So of course the universe here wants to assure you that yes, you have been moving. Maybe it wasn't as fast as you expected, but your direction is towards Nine of Cups. So steady, slow but steady, you moving towards the wish fulfillment. Knight of Cups is a beautiful, beautiful card in tarot that represents that you will have anything it is you wish and desire, right? Look at this happy person. Look at this happy fella over here, right? He knows because you already have that pentacle. You have that resource within yourself. So you know exactly that whatever it is you carry, whatever gifts God have given you, it will bring you towards your success. And in particularly, look at this, the end destination, we have a wonderful Queen of Pentacles. One of my favorite queens in tarot. Because a Queen of Pentacles always know what she wants. Always know what she wants. Is often an individual that, once again, abundant, successful, grounded, happy. So there's definitely going to be financial prosperity for you, financial abundance. Everything is working out in your favor. Like I said, for some reason, I feel like you think things aren't moving towards that direction. But that is the end goal here for you. Money, success, abundance, happiness. You, I feel like you are your own boss. You don't have to explain anything to anybody. You your own boss here. You will have financial stability. You're not going to rely and depend on anybody because this is not your personality. This is not who you are. This is all of these three cards showing me financial independence, absolute financial independence from anything or anybody. So this is positive thing. Now let's take a look, because I know it's a long road for you, right? It has been very slow but steady. Like I said, slow but steady progress that will, at the end of the day, at the end of result, will lead you to where you see yourself. If you see yourself financially independent, once again, you're going to achieve that. Because I see here that you will not depend on anybody, and particularly financially. But let's take a look if there's any other messages in regards of this situation. You're on the right track. This is what I'm trying to say. You're moving the direction you need to go. So don't ever doubt yourself. Is there any other messages the universe have for you today? Yeah, see, this is the card where you had to take time to find the right direction for yourself. In other words, the reason why maybe initially you feel like it's a long extended road, because you needed to go through hell, in other words, softly speaking, to find your path. And this is once again a confirmation that you have found your path. It wasn't an easy road for you. But at the end of the day, like I said, you will find that right direction. You are walking towards this right direction. Once again, often the card of labyrinth, this is the card of the labyrinth, which signifies that you had to go through all of these different labyrinths, through all of these side roads. You're taking side roads, but you finally a step closer to achieving what it is you're looking for. Wasn't an easy road for your happiness. Matter of fact, the happiness, but see, once again, confirmation you're a strong woman or a strong man. You have a strong personality. You have a strong personality. You're not going to give up. This card never falls on somebody who is weak. You most likely had to reject a lot of people along the way. You had to say no to many people. Not every person that gives you advice needs to be accepted. You're the type of woman or a man that always listen to themselves and making that decision by yourself. And that's a right choice, right? Also could signify you're that type of person that don't even accept help from others. You don't like anybody to help you. You're on your own, right? Once again, you're a strong woman. You're a strong woman. Strong woman. So once again, it is a powerful confirmation for you to know that you're moving the right direction. Yes, was difficult, but you can manage it because you're strong. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles here. This is your signification. This is your signification. Yeah, see, once again, key. Key, luck. This is a beginning of your luck. You have found that key. You're in a possession of that key. You hold that key because you found it. And where was that key? Let's analyze it. Where do you think that key was? Even though there's a lot of negativity and jealousy, a lot of people are jealous of you. A lot of people are envious of you. And I tell you why. I will tell you right now why so many people are jealous of you. You know why? Because you, as a strong woman, that is you, once again, strong woman, you were not afraid of these challenges that the universe throw for you. You were not afraid to be lost, confused, but at least you were real to yourself. And it is you that found out that the key that will lead you towards your personal luck, your personal success, because I see financial success here for you in particularly. And you found that key because that key was always in your heart. It was within you. So yes, of course, you had to dive in deep within your soul and within your mind to find that key to your own internal happiness. In the past years, you've learned very, very important and valuable lesson. And that lesson is that there is no one that will make you more happy than you will make yourself happy. Not a single human being. You always hold the key to your own internal happiness. So I want to congratulate you because you have found that. You've learned how strong you are. You've learned that the only one that will ever make you happy is you yourself. And because you passed the challenges, you did pass these challenges, you've been literally through labyrinths where in times you never knew how to get out of it because there's always been blockages. All of these negative psychopathic people here that's showing up to me right here, these negative ones, staring, watching, jealous how strong you are. People are jealous of your strength. People are jealous that you are not afraid to walk this path alone. Do you think jealous people are walking this path alone? No. Negative, psychopathic, narcissistic people always run in a pack, like bullies. They all codependent upon each other. They're not even real. So once again, I'm talking to you as my beautiful collective, and I am impressed. I am impressed with your strength, that you pass every single challenge. All of the circle signifies a 12 months, 12 signs of a zodiac. You challenged everybody. You were not confused, you were not lost, and you most definitely did not lose your strength because you're strong. Some of you are actually witches. Witches, shamans, psychics, mediums. This is the card of the woman that possesses sacred knowledge. So yes, I feel like the universe are very happy for you, very happy because, like I said, this is your key. You proved to the universe and the higher power that you belong to have this key, that you belong to open any door you want that's been given to you from the universe. Universe giving you that key to unleash the door to anything your heart desires. Hence, why jealousy comes up here, right? Your enemies know that. They know you. They know how strong you are. So I want to remind you in the times of weakness or in the times where you feel like things just not moving as fast as you wanted, think about the big picture. And the picture here, according to your goal, is huge. 9 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So hence there's a people are jealous of you. Of course, there's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of negativity here that is constantly being done to you. You know how many people wish to be in your shoes? To have that key that is about for you to be given by the universe? I will take a look exactly what door will this key open. But what I feel that this is the key to your success, your financial abundance. Meaning you can afford yourself to have staff working for you. You can afford to go travel whenever you want. I see absolutely no financial blockages. It's a financial independence for you. Success in all areas of your life. What else? And on top of the justice. Mm-hmm. Justice card. Justice card means that everybody in this life deserves get what they deserve. You deserve this. You deserve this. This key for you is given according to the higher justice. You earned it. And of course, your enemies over here on the contrary side will be punished and get what they deserve. Because whoever has been watching you for so long, whoever's been stalking you for so long, trust me, they did anything they could so you don't receive that abundance. But you will anyway. So there's a justice as well. Could be legal matter. Could be legal matter. So let's take a look. Who is this negative? What is this negativity? So much harm has been done to you out of jealousy. Out of jealousy because you're a strong person. You know how many traps were placed for you by these enemies of yours? And they hoped you'll give up. They hoped that you will get into their traps. But it didn't happen, did it? No. Because narcissists always underestimate strong people. Kind, but strong. So who is this negativity? Who is this staring at you all the time with these negative eyes? What is this negative influence you had to face? But once again, universe never gives reward just because, right? You earned it. You earned it through your suffering. You paid a great price to get what's coming. You earned it fair and square. Fair and square. So what is this negativity that is being done to you? Who's doing this negativity? Why I feel like so many eyes are just watching and they hope that you fail. They want you to fail. But they will be brought to justice here because there is a legal matters most likely. Legal matters. You're happy regardless. You know, I think that the definition of strength in generally is the ability to remain happy and calm, even through the most difficult situations. And you mastered it. You mastered it. That is once again shows your intelligence and shows your strengths. Who is negativity here? Who is cursing you? I feel like somebody's cursing you all the time. Sending out some sort of curses like, oh, I hope he or she is gonna get this. Oh, I hope this. And it's constant curses on you. Maybe somebody constantly calling you names, like profane, bad names, like judgment, constantly judging you. I don't see there's anything to judge you for. You have been through hell, and it's been a very long road for you to finally get that blessing that you deserve and earned. And while you've been suffering, because you're about to receive that key, like I said, there's a bunch of this crowd, this uneducated, incompetent, shallow losers. They're just cursing you day and night, gossiping about you, telling lies. So who is this negative person that constantly wishing you has will? Who are your ill wishers? Whom are your ill wishers? Yeah, ill is right. Moon card, ill. Somebody who's either psychologically unstable or just a pathological problems, like psychological problems perhaps in nature. Someone who is ill, someone who is in the dark, because it's a moon. Moon signifies either mental illness, psychiatric illness, or just deception and lies. So your enemy's it's a sick person. Who is this sick person? Let's see. Who has been cursing you day and night? Because you're strong? Because you're happy? Who is this person? Star card. Okay. Two of Swords. Okay. Male comes up here. Some male, some unhealthy, demonic corrupt male, maybe connected to military or police or devil, demonic person, sick, a completely sicko, King of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign male, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but that's an ill person. That's an ill wisher here, who has been cursing you nonstop, or stalking you, or abusing you, or calling you names. It's a sicko. Sicko over here that's going to be brought to justice. It's clearly not normal person. It is not. I cannot say that this individual is healthy mentally. It's not a healthy person. And that not healthy person will be brought to justice, okay? He will be judged. He will be judged. He will get his karma. He will answer to the law for what he has done to you. Because to put such a strong, kind, loving woman or a man through what you have been through is absurd. Absurd. Whoever this person is just disgusts me. So I'm glad he will be prosecuted. And I'm glad he will be tried for all of his offenses towards you. And he has a dare to lie and gossip about you. What is this King of Pentacles wanted? That he wanted you to what? Give up? But he's not happy. He's not happy because you have the key. You can open any door. You earned it. What did this King of Pentacles wanted? Why did he targeted you? Now he's cursing you because he's crazy and he's losing. He's already lost. He knows it. So of course he's going to be mad. Call you all kinds of names. Gossip about you. Abuse you. Because it's a sociopath. A sicko. What did he wanted? What is this sicko wanted? Boredness. He's bored in generally. There we go. It says air. Maybe he's an air sign actually. Cause you conflicts, constant conflicts, right? So the reason why he wanted to do that, because he was hoping you would get stuck in this web. That you would get stuck, that you will not break through. Maybe he wanted you not to be happy in life. But clearly he caused you a lot of problems. What is this evil-minded Karipo wanted? Why did he targeted you? Yeah, see, I see he will be punished. He will be very punished. Severely punished. He is going to prison and there is no joke. There's some woman here, they're showing me. Some woman with him. Him and some woman. They both will be punished. Because they thought they're gonna get away with it. Yeah, look, look, they're already being punished. They're broke. They have no money. So, of course, when they see, when you yourself achieving this financial abundance, right? Things are just simply falling into place. For example, if you had some, let's say, unpaid credit cards, you already paid out your debt, or you becoming a step closer to pay out your debt, or be debt free, right? Because I see financially, right? You're making plans. You want to be independent. You will be independent. They, on the other hand, have no money. It's some sort of family, a pair, a man and a woman that clearly sociopathic. They have no money. So when they see you having all of these opportunities, they get jealous. They get jealous and they will do, well, they will try to do anything they can to prevent that, because they most definitely do not want you to have that abundance. It's a matter of money. How is it possible that these psychopaths did everything they could to ruin you completely, and yet you succeeded? They cannot figure it out. They cannot figure it out. But it's not theirs to figure it out. All they need to know that they will be imprisoned legally according to the law for what they have done to you. It's an envy. It's an envy on your success, that things are going well for you. See, devil, demonic. This is just two demonic people, demonically oppressed. They're shallow. They're not happy. They're not happy that you're doing well. But it's not theirs to decide. They're nobody, okay? They're nobody. These two are nobody. This man and a woman are nobody. One woman here is broke, in debt, more most likely than $500,000 in debt. And there are some psychopaths right beside her, also in debt. Well, what did they expect it? You know, that's a question I often ask. What would you expect when you play with these, when you play these games? What do you expect? Do you expect that justice will not be served? Or would you expect that you're forever going to get away with it and live your best life as if higher powers are not monitoring what's happening in this universe? What do you expect? Clearly demonic, devilry. Demonic, the devil there. The devil is literally in charge of these individuals. Who is this pair? Who is this pair that has been abusing you? Nothing they can do. I can assure you already. Nothing they can do. They're done. They're just too sick to figure it out. They will never admit how sick they are to themselves, because they're both sick. Sick pair. Man and a woman that has no money. So of course when they see how great you're doing, yeah, see, it's a targeted offense, conspiracy. It's a two people conspired together to target you. It was a targeted offense. You were a victim because these two conspired together. And of course, I specifically wrote 14 years imprisonment. That is minimum what they will receive. Minimum. Minimum. They won't be able to get away from imprisonment. There's no chance. No. None. None. I'm looking at all of this and I see devil, moon. Twice the devil card came up and there's a two of them. It's not normal pair. They targeted you. Saw that they'll have money and now it turns out that they're broke. Well, I wonder why. What else about this pair? Yeah, abused you. You were a victim of abuse, harm, injury, wrong, wounded, or bruised. Assault, battery, torture, harm, injury. And they conspire to do this. And until this day, these two clowns think that they'll get away with it. They're not above the law. They're not above the law. Political interference. Maybe somebody member of the politics. You will meet the person that did this to you in court. In court, you will meet these psychopaths. And police corruption. Police. Don't even get me started on this corrupt police. Criminals. I hope they're happy with their short-lived promotion. I bet they're crying now because they don't even have a job anymore. Don't you? Got dismissed with disgrace. They're done. It's a corruption. Corruption between these two, man and a woman. Maybe one is a lawyer, the other one could be a cop, corrupt cop. But they conspire together. So this is the best they have, is to harm you. This is their revenge. How about you should have not targeted a strong woman or a strong man on the first place? Then you could have had a possibility of having money. Now you're broke. You have nothing. Why do I see this police corruption? Why did the police target you? Why was there this conspiracy? For what? For what? They showed me some psychopathic demonic man here Maybe he's the one that is abusing you or like calling you names. I kind of feel he's watching you, he's observing from some sort of bunker. This woman, on the other hand, is complete wacko. She's completely broke. She's probably got fired, the first one to go. This demonic psychopath who is like clearly psychologically unstable, observing you from some secret location. Secret location, let me put it this way. He's watching, but he's sick, right? He's sick. And everybody knows he's a psychopath. The woman here, I feel like broke. She has no money already. She got fired. She probably was the first one to be suspended, discharged. She has no income, and nobody will ever hire her because of her reputation, because of what she did. This psychopath is the last one standing. But I feel like, yeah, this is the second time I see this card coming through, death, meaning it's all ending. Like his time is coming to an end. He's not going to watch you much longer. He's not going to abuse you at all, because he's going to go straight to prison. He's going to be delivered from the bunker that he's hiding straight to the jail. Like literally straight. He's not even going to go home. Because they really thought, this man and a woman thought they'll can hide this conspiracy and to abuse you, right? They really thought it's going to work. What did these two clowns wanted here? They sure went a long way. There's three. There's someone third one. Who's the third one? Who's the third one? There's three. Man, woman, and who's the third psychopath? Who's the third sociopath? Another woman. Two women. There's another woman here in the position of power. So, a woman, emperor, woman that's kind of acts like a man, I should say. Definitely maybe a cop or a lawyer or a judge or a minister of some sort. Like she has a position of authority. So it was a targeted offense. And you know what's sad about this whole situation is that it was a targeted offense of these three people who are in a position of power. And yet that position that was granted to them was not good enough for them, to the point that they had to go after you and target you. Why? Question is, why? Why? What did these people were lacking? If they were in a position of power, what were they lacking? What did they wanted? What did this trio wanted? It's three people they showing me here that are corrupt. One is a cop. We get that. Police. From police department. Either federal police or provincial. State police, right? Who's the other characters here? Yeah. Expert opinion report police. Somebody lied here. Somebody wrote some sort of report about you that were complete BS. Complete. I don't even know where they got this information from. But there is some sort of police report. Expert opinion report would be a report done by undercover. So if there is, let's say, an undercover operation, let me tell you this. Expert opinion reports are provided when there is an undercover operation that was initially launched against you by these corrupt cops. Now, the thing about expert opinion report, you have to understand that nobody sees it. The identity of whoever drafted this report is hidden. It's classified. Because remember, information that is provided by undercover are privileged. And the only way who would see this expert opinion report would be your lawyer. And you would not necessarily require a lawyer unless charges are pressed. Charges were not pressed on you. But somebody provided this falsified expert opinion report that you did not see because you were not charged, that were complete bullshit. So that's how this conspiracy started. So someone under this, either man or a woman, or this corrupt, sick man, I feel like it, this detective Greeno, green as in green apple. You get it, right? Not ripen in the head properly. He lied. He bullshitted. He wrote a lie. He wrote a lie because they showed me here his that he's a psychopath, like he's a psychotic, crazy in the head. Like he is the one that come up with a lie about you, and it was an undercover investigation. So it's lie upon lie upon lie. You understand what happened here? They created a lie because they knew you would never see it, you'd never read it, because their plans was not to charge you. They had some other motives, alternative motives that clearly led to some sort of harm and injury that you sustained in the first place, which matter of fact you'll sue these psychopaths for. But there was a police report that was complete bullshit. And that's where the fraud began. And there's 3 people involved here. Why you lie on your reports? Huh? You corrupt police officer, ex-police officer. Why you lie? Don't you know the law? You're supposed to know the law. You're supposed to follow the law, not breach it. I want to see who wrote this police report. I want to see who wrote this incompetent, lying police expert report about you. So-called undercover sting operation. As if you needed to be a part of undercover sting operation. Stupid, right? Stupidity here. They're crazy. Who wrote falsified and corrupt expert opinion report about you? Who out of these 3 clowns? Person that is delusional, in a la-la land, page, immature. Yeah, what did I say? This psychopathic covered it. The Greeno. Let's call him Green. For he clearly doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah. Yeah, man. Discovered it. So who is this lawyer chick? Who is this lawyer chick? Okay, right, the redhead. Well, that redhead is actually most likely... Hold on, give me a second, I get information. This redhead is in charge of this corrupt detective. I kind of feel like she has power. Either Crown's prosecutor office, like Crown, right? Because police and Crown, they work together. Cops do not get no warrant unless it goes through the justice, through the justice of the court. Crown's office. This redhead works for the Crown. So there you go. There's your characters. Corrupt Crown, Detective Greeno, and of course whoever this 3rd woman is, psychopath that is broke right now. There's some other woman, 3rd character. Could be a jealous woman that provided allegations about you, like lie about you. You know, this one's civilian. The one that is broke right now, I feel she's a civilian. She's a civilian woman. Meaning she's not a cop, nor a lawyer, nor a judge. She's just a jealous psychopath that was jealous of you. And then she went and spoke to either this redhead from the Crown's office or whoever she is, like a law, connected to law, a lawyer, you know what I mean? And then that lawyer, that woman who is a lawyer in a position of power, contacted this Greeno, who's a psychopath, who's a pervert, who wrote initially this corrupt expert opinion report. He's sick. That's my question. What kind of police expert report is he gonna write if he himself psychopath? What is he gonna write about? Himself? And attach your name to it? So in other words, there's just corruption on top of corruption. Like, this is crazy. These people are nuts. And you know what's more sick about it? That they're facing conspiracy charges. They're crazy, man. Crazy. So no, the justice will be served. Regardless whether these people, yeah, lawyer and the cop. See? And military. There's a, oh, wow. Wow. It's like a three corrupt psychopaths. And look, money was a factor for these people. It's the only thing they cared about is money, 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 money. There's a three organization here. That explains trio. Lawyer, military, and a police. Tink, tink, tink. Triangle. Boop. There's the three characters. Three characters that were involved. One was a lawyer. That's a woman. This King of Pentacles psychopath could have been cop, police corruption. And then there's some third one from a military. I wonder who's from military. Who was from military? Who's the third character? Clarify who's from military. Oh, another emperor. Emperor that is burdened now, fighting. He has big problems right now. Whoever's part of military is in a big trouble right now. Huge trouble. Because the one from military wanted promotion and abundance. Something was offered to him. Something was offered financially for him. Now he's crying. Things are falling apart. He knows he'll never be happy. There's a lot of lies. He knows he's in trouble because of that lies. Who's the one from military? Who is it? A woman directed him. Most likely this redhead. A woman from the justice system. Woman is the one that told the military to do this to you. See, she's telling him, this woman. So I'm assuming this redhead is the problem. Because if she is connected to the Crown's office, like a Crown prosecution office, in a position of power, like minister of minister of law or justice minister or something like that, then of course she's the one that has power to deal with police chiefs and deal with military. So it's a woman here. Woman here is, I feel like, is the strongest key element here that organized this whole entire thing. A woman and two men. One woman, two men. One is a lawyer. Woman is a lawyer. Male is a police. Male is a military. So there you go. There you go. So yeah, of course they're gonna watch you. And honestly, they watching you succeed. They all wanted money. All of them wanted money. That's the only thing they ever cared about. The problem was that they went too far. They become very cocky with their ability to get away with things. They really thought that they can support lying reports. They really truly back then, due to their own stupidity, underestimated your strength. They never thought you would know the truth. They never thought that you will continue fighting in order to redeem your name. But all of these three characters are demonic. Devil is in charge of these sick people. So you fought these demonic people. You did. Now there's this man who is a cop here. This King of Pentacles, they come up. That's this detective, so-called, that provided some false evidence, false reports at the direction of this woman. So of course he's the sicko one here. That's the sicko one here. And of course woman's no better. No better. So it's a group of criminals. Group of criminals that simply throughout their whole appointments call each other when they needed somebody to commit fraud, when they needed to set up a person, when they needed a favor, right? It's been going on for many years. For many years, actually. Long time these people abuse their power. But they will not abuse it no more. Their power's done. Their power's done. So this is a little introduction of who's right now is watching you and lying and gossiping about you, because they're very scared. They're afraid. They're afraid that they will be exposed for this perjury. And they're already being exposed, because they're facing a lot of charges here. To wrap it up, the card of justice. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. They called you crazy. The report was written about your ill mental state. You were labeled as ill. And that was the fraud. But they needed to do that so they can earn money, right? It was fake. Fake report. Fake. You're not sick. You never been sick. You never been diagnosed. Never. It was all fraud. All fraud. Because I see you're a very strong person. You're very independent. You're very strong. You're very powerful. You're very dedicated. You're kind. Let's see how else the universe sees you. How else the universe sees you. Because these criminals thought you're crazy. They knew you weren't, but they didn't care because they thought you'll never see that report. You will see everything because they will be prosecuted. You will have access to all of this evidence. How does the universe sees you? Yeah, again, see Knight of Wands. You keep pushing through. You keep pushing through regardless of any obstacles. You're running. You're running. See again, Chariot. Victorious. You're a fighter. You're victorious. You push any obstacles that have been placed on your path by these psychopaths. You break through all of them. Very strong. And of course, Four of Wands, stable, stability. That's exactly what it's leading towards. Stability and happiness. How does this psychotic individual sees you? How do they see you right now? So they clearly know that they're finished. They clearly know they're all exposed with their money scheme. But how do they see you? Because they're clearly watching you. How do they see you? How do they see you? Four of Pentacles. How does your enemy see you? Again, Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. Well, they see you. Number one is what? That you're not going to let go of what's yours. They thought you'll give up by now. Right? This trio of so-called privileged psychopaths. They really thought that by now you would give up. That you will be broken. Because they did everything to break you. But by Four of Pentacles, they see that you're hanging on. You're hanging on. You're not going to give up your resource. You're not going to accept some fabricated DSM-5 disorders that does not exist. You clearly must know the law. They know you know the law. I'm surprised they didn't know that before. Must have been too stupid. Or they were too cocky of their so-called abuse of power. Because if these three people were at least 1% smart, they would have left you alone. They wouldn't even touch you. So the fact that they targeted you in the first place just showed their complete stupidity. So none of your enemies are sick and stupid at the same time. They're not smart. Not smart. They're dumb. How could you turn a healthy person into a sick person? Just dumb, right? Stupid. They didn't think about it. They didn't think that there's other experts that you can call in as well to testify on your behalf. Or they perhaps thought that, see, the thing is they never thought you'd know it. They thought you would not know anything. But you know everything. So they see you that that you're not going to give up, right? You're a tough cookie here. Four of Wands, that you are guarded, you're protected, right? Four of Wands is about protection. It's about stability. You protect your territory. You protect your energy. You protect what's yours. And of course, Five of Wands is the card of the fight, right? You're putting up a fight. You're not going to give up. And you're going to win for what you're fighting for. Yeah, sure. Once again, a Knight of Pentacles comes up. It's a difficult, long road, but you're going to succeed. They know that. See, you're defending your name. You're defending your rights that are guaranteed to you by law. They know that. They know that. Yes, Queen of Swords right here. See, now they know that sword is in your hand. And you're not going to afraid to use it if needed. They know that you hold that sword. They know that law is on your side. They know that you're going to fight for truth, even till death. But you're going to win. They're afraid of you. Every single one of these psychopaths that targeted you are afraid of you. They're scared of you. They never thought of you that, you know what? This is my next question. So they never thought that you actually this hardcore, tough woman, right? They never thought of you as this Queen of Swords. How did they view you before they chose to target you? That's us that. How did this trio have seen you before they chose to target you? What did they thought of you back then? What did they thought? Now they know that they messed up. But what did they thought of you before they chose to target you? Yeah, that you're stagnant in life, immobile, same, like that you're stuck in some sort of situation. So first they most likely created you a problem, right? They artificially created you a problem to make you stuck. It's like a horse that cannot move. Of course, wolves will gonna attack that horse. So the card of death mean that they literally put you in a very stagnant situation where you had no possibility to move forward or to do anything back then. So that's where that corrupt police came in, and that lawyer. The military dude came later. Okay. So the first they created you, they caused you some sort of problems, or fear, could have been like fear. They disarmed you, right? They put obstacles on your path. They ignored you. They could have threatened you. They wanted you to be insecure, so you don't feel secure, so you don't feel protected by law. They treated you like piece of shit. These cops treated you like you are shit. This was all planned. This was part of the plan because this is their tactics. First, they had to disarm you. Then they have to make you feel like you're insecure about the law. They wanted you to hate the police, right? They give orders to every cop not to cooperate with you, not to protect you, not to respond you, right? So in other words, they cause you problem because that's exactly what they do. They thought that they could break your strength within you, but that's impossible. That's impossible. So first, this is what these covers did. They placed problems on you, problems. So you didn't have no opportunity to leave, to move anywhere. And once again, fear, deception. They wanted to push so you afraid, right? So you afraid. And they work towards this day and night. That's what they thought. That you would not stand a chance. They could have make you fired, like so you lose your job, so you have no financial resources. Whatever means they needed to do this to make sure you stay where you at. So you don't leave. So you don't leave. You remain stagnant to one location. No job, no money, no friends, nobody to support you. Nobody to be there for you. Not even good cops were given orders not to cooperate with you. What kind of piece of shit government is that? What kind of government does this? Intentionally target innocent people. These are sickos. These 3 psychopaths are gonna rot in jail. And I hope they will rot in jail forever. Forever for what they did to you and the way they treated you. You didn't deserve to be treated this way. Because 3 cowards wanted money? They got promoted? Are you kidding me? So they disregarded you as a human being. disregarded you. See, unbalanced. Look how you were treated. Injustice. They intentionally wanted you to be in debt. They didn't protect you. It was all planned, all along. This sick redhead, psychopathic woman over here, that cow from justice system, is a sociopath. And that police detective Green, sociopathic pervert. And that third one from military is now bitching because he's scared in front of all the soldiers that are surround him. Do they know that? I guess not. So, as I mentioned already, they victimize you. This was a mentality to victimize you, abuse you, target you, cause you problems, put you in a state of fear so you're afraid, so you don't speak up for yourself. But you did. And it is your word that will ring forever in these psychopaths' ears, in prison, that is. They will hear your impact statement before they be escorted to prison. Are they afraid of you, this trio of sickos? Card of Eight of Pentacles, the card of the Hierophant. Well, you know what they're afraid of? They're afraid that you cooperating and working with the government, upper government. Hierophant is about higher ups, right? It's about somebody who's above them. They're scared of them. They're scared of big bosses. Could have been like federal CSIS or FBI or international Interpol. There's a big voice involved, big government involved. They're not above the law. They're nobody. They're nobody. They're just three idiots that conspire together to harass you and abuse you so they can get money. They're nobody. There is the law that is above them. Even if it's international law, even if this involves World Criminal Court, they're gonna be there. So yeah, they're afraid. They know that higher ups are working on this situation. They know. They're scared. Of course they are. They're scared. I see for some of you crazy ex is involved. Be on lookout for suspect. Crazy ex. Somebody's crazy ex here. Moment of truth. Maybe your crazy ex attract these psychopaths to your life. I see fire sign here. Money was a factor. Maybe your ex is a fire sign that also part of this whole scheme and corruption. So in other words, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if this is your ex. Doesn't matter if this is somebody you know or don't know. The matter of the fact that you were victimized, you were a victim of this abuse. They will be prosecuted. I don't care whether they're cursing you, gossiping about you. Whatever they're doing, they need to remember one very important factor. And that factor that higher-ups are watching you. You're watched 24/7. 24/7. Just as you, my collective, are also most likely watched. Because military here is involved, which means something is going on sneaky. Okay, so this is the message for today. But once again, you're on the right path. Soon the keys will be in your hands. You don't need to worry about these psychopaths. It is them that have to worry and be afraid of you, not other way around. You have nothing to fear whatsoever at all. You as a strong woman have the key. This is the key of truth, the key of justice, and the keys of luck. Everything will be fine. Okay, my wonderful collective, this was the reading for you. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And I guess I'll see you next time. Be safe. Bye, guys.